Welcome back to the hobby room, everybody, and the channel and this companion series of the DT-01, the DT-02 and the DT-03 Tamiya Buggies. So this series, as I said yesterday, is dedicated only for the hardcore Tamiya fans and only for those especially interested in the hopper and the DT series of two-wheel drive entry-level buggies. In today's video on my main RC channel, Nordic RC Visions, we have actually completed the DT-01, DT-02 and DT-03 gearboxes, motor attachment and rear suspension system. Yesterday I talked a great deal about the differences and similarities between the DT-01 and a little of the Hopper Hornet history compared to the DT-02. But let's today talk about the DT-02 and DT-03. So what is the difference between a DT-02 and DT-03 gearbox? The answer is pretty simple. There is exactly none. So they are exactly the same. The main difference of a DT-02 and DT-03, the DT-02 was introduced, I think, in maybe 2005 or maybe even 2004 with the Super Fighter G, and the DT-03 was introduced in 2014 with the Neo Fighter Buggy, which I also have. But essentially the main difference is the chassis and the towers. All the rest of the stuff is basically the same, and the differences are more attached to the different models in the series than the chassis itself. So you can put this DT-02 gearbox into a DT-03 buggy, and you can also put this gearbox of a DT-03 into a DT-02. There are no differences. What is interesting for me, and perhaps a couple of you today, is the difference of the different DT-02 and 03 models. So this one is from a sand wiper, which basically is the top of the line DT-02 and DT-03 buggies or models. I think it's only surpassed by the DT-02 MS edition, which we will talk about when we get to this version of the DT-03. So the sand wiper and Desert Gator was, I think, the second and third DT-02s, and compared to the first Super Fighter, the first DT-02, they are pretty different. So they come with the semi turnbuckles or the adjustable upper arms, which allows for camber adjustment, and they come with the dog bones, metal wheel axles and metal diff cups or diff outdrives here. And of course the gator and wiper comes with full ball bearings. Only thing I have changed with this one is the 19 tooth pinion here, steel pinion, where the stock one is a 17 tooth aluminium pinion. And then of course I changed the 27 tooth Mabuchi RS540 SH Tamiya silver can with this Carson brushless motor. So this setup is way too overpowered for a small DT-02 or 03, but I will go along with this project that I have in mind for this wiper. Now, today I built the DT-03 Racing Fighter and I used a lot of hub-ups for this one, because basically a DT-03 new fighter buggy and racing fighter buggy has the same suspension system as a super fighter, the first of the DT-02s. So I used a lot of parts from an extra DT-02 MS edition that I had, which includes the universal axles. So these are the dog bones that you can get, but these are the DF-02 universal axles, which the MS edition comes with. And the same outdrives as the sand wiper, and of course the adjustable turnbuckles that also are special for the MS edition. And of course the ball differential, which is also special for the MS edition. You can buy it separately and put it in a sand wiper or super fighter or holiday buggy or Saint Rover or Saint Street Rover or everything that you desire, but the MS edition is actually the only one that comes with the ball differential stock wise. Here we got a 16-tooth brushless motor, so an 8 turn, an 8 and a 16-turn brushless motor. This is a much more sensible setup for a DT-02 and DT-03 buggy. In my MS edition I got a 10.5 turn, I think it's equivalent to a 3500 kV, where this is a 4700 kV motor, and I think even the 10.5 turn motor is a bit too fast for me, at least. So I think 13.5, as Mike Bryan has in his, a 15.5 or 15 turn motor, or even the 16 turn motor coupled with the steel 19-tooth pinion gear is going to be an ideal everyday run setup for a DT-02 or DT-03. Of course you can go with the torque-tuned motor and attach a 19-tooth pinion gear to that as well. Together with the ball bearings, it's also a quite enjoyable runner. I got that in my Neo Fighter buggy. But if you want something a little smoother, maybe save some battery time also, I think a 13.5, 15 or 16 tooth turn motor is ideal for this setup. So we also got the MS Tamiya ball bearings in this one, and we got some GPM knuckle rear arms here. This is actually not just for the looks. You can see it's actually the wrong color compared to the Tamiya components that I'm gonna build this with. This is a dark blue, where this is a light blue. But the wheels are gonna cover this up so you can see it. So this is a quite good upgrade, because as the DF-02 and other Tamiya knuckle rear arms, they are actually a seam right here, which can start to crack over time. So with a brushless setup, I think this is not one of the most essential upgrades, but a good upgrade for a DT-02 or 03 buggy. So I guess I probably forgot a lot of information about the differences and similarities and the different setups of these. Maybe you can add some questions in the comments. I might be able to answer them, or maybe add your own experience or information about the DT-01, 02, 03. I probably forgot some important points. But that's it for now. Next time I will actually, in this companion series, start with another DT-02 build, and then we will compare these kind of upgraded, oh sorry, should be this way around, 01, 02, 03. Well, it doesn't matter, 03 and 02 are the same. But I will be building another DT-02 on this channel. So in order not to confuse my build series on the main channel, I will keep it here, and we will compare the DT-02 gearboxes and DT-03 gearboxes with entirely another suspension setup of another DT-02 build. Or I should say, it's not a build, it's a rebuild. I will see you in that video, perhaps, if I haven't scared you away with all this babble and waffling. Is it waffling or waffling? Oh, maybe you can comment that. Some English words I tend to have a very hard time remembering. So that's it for now, folks. Happy holidays, keep them running, and take care.